Welcome back to Guard of the Idiot Squad, where today we just got done with Mono Blue Flash and how aggravating that deck was for standard players. Luckily, with rotation happening, we're going to have to make some new changes to that Mono Blue Flash deck. But for right now, let's focus on something historically better. Oh, wait, historically? Historic. That's right. We're going to now go over to a historic deck that I built to try to understand how to play Gates. So this deck is called Gates be wreckin. Reason why is because there's a lot of stuff here that worry about you having gates. So let me just go down the list. So to start, this gate deck needs a lot of ramp. So we have to put a Boreal Grazer, 4 Boreal Grazers, 4 Growth Spirals, and 4 Uros into the board itself. Now, one of the main problems we have about this deck is that we do not have enough time to kill, let's say, like a Goblin deck, for example. Those things ramp out of control. So what you want to do is to make sure that you stop all threats. So for my removal of this Goblin deck, I put in 2 cellular wreckages. This is to help prevent this over-stampeding aggro deck and to also slow down because Elf Bomb is a real thing. And Elf Bomb is basically, let's play a bunch of elves and hope to God we hit hard. With that, we got 2 Shatters Disguise and 1 Wrath of God. This is to make sure that the playing field is level out. And we also have 1 Gates Ablaze. Because of all those gates, we're fine with 1 Gates Ablaze to happen. Usually we don't play Gates Ablaze because it's a damage spell, and so a lot of characters can get around that. Next, we got Guild Summit. This is going to help us draw some cards whenever we play Guild Gates. We got Golos, Tireless Pilgrim, and we got 2 of those. The reason why we got 2 of those is because, to tell you the truth, I had 1 mythic wild card. And instead of going, oh shit, you know what, this is not going to work, instead I went, sure, let's craft 1 Maze's End and hope to God we hit it. And I realized that was a bad strategy, so instead of, because I didn't have any more mythic wild cards, instead let's play with Golos to grab out the Maze's End quicker. We got Archway Angel. This is for the aggro decks. That way we can heal up when we board wipe their board. We have 3 Gateway Colossuses. This is to slow aggro decks down or even slow some other decks down that are trying to get past us. And then for our land base, it kind of looks weird. So we got 4 Azorius Guildgates, 1 Orzhov Guildgate, 1 Dimir Guildgate, 2 Izzet Guildgate, 1 Rakdos, 1 Golgari, 1 Gruul, 2 Gruul, 1 Boros, 4 Selesnya, and 4 Simic, 2 Gateway Plazas, a Mrs. Inn, which is beyond stupid, and 4 Plazas of Harmony. And then also, keep in mind, we got Masterminds Acquisitions. We got 3 of those, so that way we can go into our sideboard and grab stuff we need. For example, we got 2 Grafdigger's Cages. This is to help us deal with our opponents if they're playing Lurrus, if they're playing any kind of sacrifice deck, because sacrifice decks want to bring stuff back. There's a combo deck involving Kroxa, Solemnity, and Luminous Breadmaw, where Kroxa just keeps coming back because you can't put the flying counter on Kroxa because of Solemnity. And Luminous Breadmaw keeps trying to bring him back with that counter and just can't. I got 1 Elder Spell. This is to deal with all the Planeswalkers on the field. At 2 Clear the Mines, if we're playing against a mill deck, or if we like ran out of resources to go grab, we grab the Clear the Mines. This helps us get Masterminds acquisitions back. We've got 1 Guild Summit in the sideboard. That way, if we need to just draw cards, we can. We got 1 Chromatic Lantern. This is to help us with evening out our mana if that seems to be the issue. If our opponent blows up our Maze's End, we have 1 Crucible of Worlds to make sure that we get it back. We got 2 Shatter the Skies in the sideboard, just in case these aggro decks are a little bit too much to handle. We got 1 Jace Wielder of Mysteries, just in case like we're playing against a mill deck and I just go, okay, well, he's almost about to mill me out. I play Jace. They're now screwed. I got 1 copy of Shakira this Root. This is to, if I'm very close to the win con, I will grab this to make sure that I fulfill it. 1 copy of Planar Cleansing. This is for if my opponent just has way too much stuff on the board. This usually helps slow that down. 1 Casualties of War, same thing. Or if he's trying to target a single creature to do stuff, we can definitely get rid of that creature. And a Heliod's Intervention to deal with any kind of enchantments, artifacts, stuff like that. Now, this is a hard deck to play. In fact, I've lost more times than I have won with this deck, to tell you the truth. But it's still a fun deck to play. What I do is I keep a piece of paper next to me because I have a hard time remembering if I even have 10 gates with different names on the battlefield, because Maze's End says if you have 10 gates different types on the battlefield, you win the game. So I usually keep a piece of paper next to me and just write out like Plaza, GW, like stuff like that. So that way I can just make sure that I'm hitting the guild gates. Remember, if you're a new person coming to this channel, please remember to subscribe. It helps me out and it makes me feel better about sharing this content. If you want to, like and comment the video, try to tell me what I can do better. This is the first deck I built in Historic, and I've been tinkering with it ever since. And so it's still not to the level of, oh, I like this deck and it keeps winning. It's to the level of, I like it because it's janky. And anybody who knows me for long enough knows I like janky decks. So let's get going into the gameplay. So, I wonder what this first match is going to be like. So I'll tell you also what hands to keep, because some hands are just awful in this deck. So let's see. So because we got so much green mana, I would actually keep this. A lot of our ramp comes from green. We got 2 Guild Summits, which worry me. But other than that, I think we're good. So I'm going to play red-green first. The red-green Guild Gate. Of course, we're dealing with mono red, so we're already dead. But just to show you that we're going to be dead already, I'm just going to keep playing it out. I'm going to play Gateway Plaza. This helps us get that blue mana that we need. And Plaza is actually a gate, so make sure to write it down on your bingo card. All right. So this one, go ahead and play. I'm going to play a Plaza of Harmony, so that way we have an untapped land to play Guild Summit. That way we can draw into our more excessive pieces, like board wipes and stuff like that. And also we can just dig through our deck. Ooh, wait, this may be not a Goblin deck. This may be just mono red aggro, and that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to play another Guild Summit, so that way we can draw 2 cards. And I'm going to play a Selesnya Guildgate. So we got a Boros Guildgate and Izzet Guildgate. That's actually really good for us. We got to sell the wreckage on the draw. So Rash Taunter. Sorry, buddy, we don't have any creatures, so this is going to be a fun kind of matchup where you're not going to get what you want. So we're going to play Izzet Guildgate. So that's a red, blue. And then we are going to go ahead and play a Boreal Grazer. And because of Brash Taunter, he can't attack it. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Boros Guildgate, which is red, white. Got 2 Masterminds Acquisition. I think I'm going to discard the Archway Angel. I don't think he's going to be that aggressive. So we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. Leave up enough mana for a Growth Spiral, and he'll think that we'll have counter spells. So we need, actually we don't need a black mana source. I was just about to say we need a black mana source, but then I just realized we have all the black mana here. So he just played a Muxus. We may be in trouble. Yeah, we may be in trouble. Oh no. Yeah, that's Franco. So we'll go ahead and sacrifice our Boreal Grazer to block the Muxus. And we have a Cellular Wreckage, so we're fine. So I'm going to go ahead and Growth Spiral. And I'm going to play a Dimir Guildgate. So you click. All right. So we got a Plaza Harmony and also a Simic Guildgate. So we need to keep up enough mana to play Sell the Wreckage. So I'm going to play an Uros. That way we can live. And with that, I'm going to play a Golgari Guildgate. That is going to be green and black. All right, we're going to play Plaza of Harmony, gain a little bit more life points. And we're going to say, in turn, we're going to discard Selesnya because we already have it, and Gruul Guildgate. All right, pass the turn. All right, he has played Krenko, Mob Boss. Nice. And Krenko's 10th Street Pin. Kingpin. Ugh. Yes, create more goblins, please. All right, so our opponent actually made a mistake. Yeah, our opponent made a mistake. I'm going to go ahead and sell the wreckage. So he just now lost all his goblins that he was going to attack with. And then I'll shatter the sky the rest of them, so that way he doesn't get a chance to even make it. So I am going to go ahead and play a Simic Guildgate. So that is U, G, and that'll be 3, 6, 8. So I need to start looking for mazes in soon. So I'm going to go ahead and shatter the sky. Wipe his board. Play Golos. And grab Maze's End. All right, cool. Bye, Golos. Or, okay. Are we good now? Oh, he's just excessively taking out Golos. Okay. I'm fine with that. Goblin Motivator. Gotta motivate that goblin. All right, cool. So the downside with playing Cellular Wreckage is that if, let's say he drew a Muxus there, it's going to be very hard to get it. So I'm going to go to get back. So I'm going to go ahead and play an Is It Gilgate. See if we can't draw into like a Clear the Sky or something. Shatter the Sky. All right. Go ahead and play an Arboreal Grazer. How far are we? We need to either look into Jace right now or something else. So we're going to go ahead and play Simic Guildgate. Sure. Kill it all you want. Did you enjoy it? Simic Guildgate. Let's see if I can't draw into... Oh, that's a Wrath of God. That'll help. Okay, so we're going to play our next Guildgate. So 3, 6, 9. I think we win by this point. Yeah, we win. Okay, so U, W, and then we're going to play the Rakdos one. Red, black. Let's say good game to our opponent. Because now we got it. Because with Maces in, we can do it right now. Go ahead and bounce Maces in back to my hand. And grab Rakdos. And we win! This is the first time I've won against goblins. Well, they're not the goblins I know that are like really good. But hey, still won against goblins, so I'll count it in my book. Plus, this deck doesn't do well against goblins. So I will take it. Basically, our opponent got way too greedy. All right. This is actually a really good hand if we can get another white source. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to go ahead and play Simic Guildgate. So G. Of course, here's another goblin deck. I'm going to go ahead and play Plaza. This is the deck I'm worried about. Net decking B-hole. All right. I'm going to go ahead and play a... Is it Guildgate? And play an Arboreal Grazer just for defense. That way we can hold on. Yeah. This is a hard matchup. All right. Oh, no. Don't be doing this now. I'll go ahead and play an Uro. Come on. Oh, Plaza Harmony. That can work in our favor, surprisingly. And I'll go ahead and play another Arboreal Grazer. That way, if he has Muxus, we can defend. And now we can have enough for Wrath of God. Franco. Okay. Yep. Yep. Here comes Muxus, or not. Yep, this is going to be the point where we just blow up the board. So I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice our Arboreal Grazers, excuse me. Because if we don't, we're going to die. Plus, I think the only thing he has in his hand is a Wily, is basically the goblin who can create a treasure. So I'm going to go ahead and board wipe now. That way he can't do that. Puts him back in step. And I think we'll be fine if I just go ahead and go for a Settle the Wreckage. Positive Harmony heals me up. Okay. We're going to go ahead and grab a Settle the Wreckage just in case. So I am going to choose a card from inside my library. And we're going to grab that Settle. Where you go? There it is. Just in case, because I don't want to be stranded. Yep, we'll take the 3. Or whatever. Cool. Okay, we got Rakdos Gilgate, so we got red, black. Okay, so I am going to instead, because he hasn't pulled it out yet, I'm going to play Golos to give us some protection. I'm going to play Golos. I'm going to grab the Dimir Gilgate. So that's UB for blue black. Play Rakdos and pass the turn. That way we can survive. Alright, now it's making me scared. Alright, cool. We are going to go ahead and block the 2-1. That is fine. It at least kills it. That's the main thing I want. Good. Okay, so we got red-green. Okay. We're going to go ahead and play Uro. That way we can gain some life, and hope to God he doesn't have it. Alright, we got Selesnya, so that's green, white. Alright, so this lets me play Gateway Colossus for 1 mana. So that way we have a blocker, a big-ass blocker. Nice. So he won't be able to swing this turn. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and Growth Spiral then. All right, we got red-white. All right. Sure. I'm going to go ahead and swing in with Uro. Because we got Settle the Wreckage. We're fine. We're not going to swing in with Gateway Colossus just in case. That is fine with me. In the turn, I'm going to save the Boreal Grazer just in case. Nice. Swing. Just gain the life back. Ooh, another Uro. Go ahead and play this Selesnya Gilgate. Cool. That's another Goblin. I'm going to go ahead and play this Uro. Because it's more ramp. And we can find something that we definitely need. And more life. Plaza of Harmony gives us more life. Keep the Arboreal Grazer in my hand. And pass the turn. Ooh, second time we did with goblins. Now that I'm literally live, is the only time we deal with goblins. Apparently. Every single time I do this without anyone watching, that's when I do the worst at battling against them. At battling against goblins. Excuse me, not zombies. So, right now, 2-0, surprisingly. So, let's see what our opponent does. Alright, let's see. Callista. Alright, so this is actually a really good hand. We got good ramp. The problem is if we don't draw into any white sources or any board wipes, we're actually done for. So hopefully we do draw into those. So I'm going to keep this hand because I am stupid. And let's see what can happen. Oh, I like this alone, doggy. Hey, doggy. All right, let's go. So I'm going to start out by playing the red-green land, the Gruul Gilgate. So why I'm saying red-green, U, W, is for the Gilgates. So that way when I'm writing them down, I know what I'm talking about. Well, there's our board wipe. Gotta sell the wreckage. What are you doing? Oh, no. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play red, black, and red, blue. So, because I'm going to play a Boreal Grazer, I'm going to go ahead and play red, black, followed by red, blue, and pass turn. So, by the way, this makes sure that on turn 3, I'm right up with the opponent. I don't have to worry about freaking sitting back and hoping to God it works. All right, great. We have a white source now. So this is UW. So I'm going to play that, followed by Earl. Game 3, got a Wrath of God, and a Plaza of Harmony goes out. So that way, next turn, I can go after Mace's End or something else. Stitcher Supplier. So this would be if I get my Mastermind's Acquisition, would be the time I grab Grafdigger's Cage, because we can see our opponent is milling. We can see that he's going to play God Pharaoh's Gift, which means he's going to be wanting to play big zombies out of the graveyard. And how much does it cost to bring this out? 2. Well, that's fucking broken if I've ever heard it. So we're going to go ahead and play Simic Gilgate. So that's a UG. And we're also going to play Golos, Tired Pilgrim, to grab Mace's End. That way we can keep going. And hope to God we get a Mastermind's Acquisition to grab Grafdigger's Cage and do that. Or to grab Heliod's Intervention when he does do the God Pharaoh's thing, and we can get rid of it. But I like this current stack. Yep. I hate this. Of course. And then second combat. Wait, what? Is he seriously? He's just gonna loop Cruel Celebrants? I'm dead. I'm actually dead. Good game. So basically what he was doing was, because this God Pharaoh statue lets him play anything from his graveyard, he can literally play Cruel Celebrant. So this card in mind, Combat Celebrant. If Combat Celebrant hasn't been exerted this turn, you may exert it as it attacks. When you do, untap all creatures you control and get an additional combat phase after this one. So he can untap his creatures to attack again, get another combat phase by pulling another Cruel Celebrant out. Get another combat phase. So that way God's Feral Gift triggers. So that way it brings out another Combat Celebrant onto the battlefield to basically just keep going like this. Just keep exerting and then exerting like that. I don't know how many times he had that. He had one more copy, but I would have been dead by then because I could only block two. So let's say if I killed this one and blocked here, that would be, then he brings another cool celebrant because he can attack again and can go 1, 2. I killed this one, so 2, 8, 9. So that's 18 right there. Actually, I could have survived that one. Just blow up his board. Why didn't I do that? I didn't think I was going to survive through that one. Just looking at what it was available. All right, last game. That may be a deck I may want to try out. If I get enough wild cards, because I don't have that many. Cruel combat celebrants. Ooh, not cruel celebrants. This is actually a fine hand, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna play the Golgari one first. So green, black. Come on, opponent. Let's see what you're made of. Nope. He doesn't like that hand. He didn't like what he was made of there. Let's see if he likes what he's made of here. Cool. So Golgari Gilgate. Nice. Sell the wreckage already. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Azorius Gilgate now. And then by turn 3, we should have 4 lands. Okay, so Azorius Flyers. So be careful. So I'm going to actually play Rakdos Gilgate, followed by an Arboreal Grazer that I just got, and then play the Selesnya Gilgate. So I got red, black, and I got green, white. That is fine. I am going to. I'm going to take that. Play a green white land and pass the turn. Okay, so our opponent is playing Bant Flyers. I'm going to go ahead and block it with this Arboreal Grazer. Cool. So what he's going to do? Ah, I see. So before he does that, Growth Spiral. Does he want to counter this? I mean, I'm fine if he counters it. It would have been smarter to counter something other than that. Okay, cool. I was like, really? He's wanting to counter that? Okay. So, because of our Sell the Wreckage costing too much, I'm going to actually just pass the turn. Okay. Sell the Wreckage. Yep, kind of figured. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, Golos. I am going to go ahead and get some life. Get a life and get a flyer. That is fine with me. All right, we'll take the 5. Come on. I think I'm dead, but I'll see what he does. Go ahead and grab a card outside the game. And I am going to go ahead and grab you. So I block the biggest. I take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So just hope he doesn't play another creature. Well, that fucking sucks. Oh well. We're dead. I'm going to let him get the pleasure of killing me. Unless he just wants to be an asshole. Yep. He could just selected all attack. Like, I don't understand why he did all that. But anyway, that was trying to win through gates. Thank you for joining me. Remember, if you like this video, please like and comment about what you didn't like about this deck, what you would like to see. And also, I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!